lot better these days, though. I can tell you that, man. I was like, my cousin was getting $5 and $10. I'm like, wait, I used to get like $1 for a tooth or 50 cents. Like, what the hell happened to that? Right. Inflation that bad? Jesus. But yeah, that's really a neat twist to your characters too. That y'all actually researched them and had the imagination to make, use history, but yet make your own thing up, and that's really cool. And I have looked at a lot of the pictures, and y'all have some really cool shoots. I see y'all are looking for an abandoned barn, and might have found a place to go do a photo shoot, I see. So that looks kind of interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, we
abandoned farm or whatever.
Yeah, we are going to check out a location on Monday, I believe it is, too. Another one. So, the shoots are really fun. So we've definitely got some talented ladies in our group.
Oh, yeah. Well, and
ready for our first big group shoot, too. Yeah, that's
the area that you have to shoot in. I mean, come on, you guys. We're talking Oregon. Upper Northwest of the United States of America. Let me just tell you, I'm so jelly that y'all live there, because I loved Seattle the minute I walked off the flipping plane when my friend goes, okay, I moved up to Seattle, you got to come see me. And I'm like, really, dude? And he goes, no, seriously, you love it. And I'm like, all right. So I got a plane ticket. It was like $200 round trip. I don't know how I did that. Got up there, and I walk off the plane, and I'm just like, whoa, this is shit you see in postcards and stuff, because we don't have snow-capped mountains and Puget Sound, and we don't have, none of that stuff. And you get to Dallas, I mean, I actually cried when I left Seattle, and then we come into Dallas, and I'm like, sun's so flat, oh my God, and we got the Cowboys, and oh my God, and it was horrible, and I was like, I want to go back, and I couldn't wait. So every time I could go back, I would go back, and it's to the point where I fell in love with Seattle and the upper Northwest. I've never been to Oregon, though.
It's beautiful. It's similar. Very, very green, lots of mountains and rivers. It's beautiful.
And it just got greener last week, didn't it? It got a little bit greener in Oregon.
It certainly did. It most certainly did.
Well, guess what? Your deficit that you might have had, or that red little area that might have been in your state deficit, I bet it disappears pretty quickly. I would say it goes up in smoke. God, I'm on a roll, man. I'll be here all week. Don't eat the bill. So, who is Scooby-Dooby-Doo? Because I know we're missing talking about one of your teammates, and I wanted to know who the Scooby was.
That is Goose. She is our photographer and resident scaredy cat, hence the nickname Scoobs. She's been on hiatus just for a little bit, having a little one, so she's but she's ready to get back in the saddle and go get back out there.
And go get the crap scared out of her again. Roll, Reggie.
Yeah. I think now she might be a little more Velma and a little less Scooby after having a baby, because I don't think anything can be scarier than that moment in life. Like, everything's changing.
You think?
I'm in charge of a human now.
Yeah, no, my body was like, oh my God, what are you doing to me? This was not the path that you chose. Remember, you were going to do something different and not have. No, what the hell? And then when I had the baby, that was the weirdest thing ever. I was like, this is so strange, okay? And then you see that little human being, and it does. It just makes you braver. It makes you mama bear. It I don't know, it does something. It puts a layer of toughness around you that you didn't have before.
Exactly. So I'm excited
and melts your heart all at the same time. So
I'm ready to see her on an investigation post baby. Yeah, I think it'll be a little bit different. It'll be definitely a little bit different. So we've got some of the cool locations out here too. that, when we were talking about New Orleans, one of the places that you can just feel everything around you. Another place like that actually is Jerome, Arizona. Have you ever been there?
Oh, yeah. No, I have not. Nope. I was just in Tucson, Tombstone area in May. That didn't turn out as well as we had planned, so we're going to go back in November. And I don't know about Jerome, but, if who knows? If we got a little time, who knows what we might get into.
Yeah, we're coming to Tombstone, so we will be there.
I was going to ask you ladies, because I've been seeing you guys chatter about Tombstone, but I was so confused on which one of you ladies was coming and how many and what that's all entailing and all that. So who is coming to Tombstone with us?
Right now that I know of 100,000,000%, Z and I. And I think Sarah might come as well. But I know for sure Z and I will be there.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. That will be fun. Oh, my God. It's going to be such an epic time. And, signing with ASAP Entertainment, LLC was one of the best moves I think I've ever made. Mm-hmm. And this event that they're putting on in Tombstone, November 6th and 7th, and you guys have everybody listening has got to check this out, because Chip Coffey is doing a gallery there, and it's just, this place that he's doing it in is gorgeous. We got locations that are so off the map that weren't done the last, I guess we'll call it the debacle on Tombstone.
I was just going to say, did anything happen? I mean...
Dude, let me just tell you, it happened to a little bit of an extent, but the rest of it was just all a nightmare. And, I ended up, it was a showdown in the middle of Tombstone between me and the lady who put it on, and I kind of stood up to her because I got sick of it. I mean, I had a contract. So when you have a contract, you have to act right. You can't, go against whoever is putting it on, whatever. You're supposed to not do any of that. Well, I was trying to do that, but when you go after my friends and you're ripping them off, and then you jump in my cousin's business, no.
Yeah.
And that's when I drew the line, and I go, this is not happening, and you are not throwing anybody out that pays that kind of money, and you're not delivering on what you promised them, so they all have a right to be mad right now. And I'll be damned if you're kicking my cousin out of this event. You've lost your mind. And, then I get a little message that, it's no longer needed at the event. Well, duh, because, I was so upset. And ASAP came in and they saved the flipping day. I mean, they really did. And they tried to salvage as much as they could for people. And, I actually have a little show called Spirit Quest. We're waiting on investors to, tell us about what's going to happen or not. And we were showing it there, and I didn't get to show it because I got the boot. So they stepped in and made it happen, and I had the biggest crowd of the whole entire event at the showing of Spirit Quest, because there was nothing, there was no itinerary, there was nothing. But this time, you guys, it's going to be so much better, because it's called The Resurrection of Tombstone. They have a Facebook page. And we're going to go, and I'm telling you guys, have you ever been to Tombstone? Have you guys ever been there?
No, I haven't been to Tombstone. I've been to Jerome twice, and Sedona and Jerome, but not Tombstone. Always wanted to go, and actually, we were planning on going anyway. We planned it the last time we were in Jerome. We planned a Tombstone trip, and it's working out perfectly, so...
Is it not? And then you could do some freaking photos there, too, really, in saloon girl outfits and stuff. Oh, at the bird cage and stuff. Hello? I mean, there's so many possibilities.
But corral.
Yeah, boom, boom. And the guys that walk around, I mean, I may be a lesbian or whatever, but you know what? I can appreciate a good-looking dude. And I love cowboys. Something about Sam Elliott and Kurt Russell and them in Tombstone movies is like, whoa. And there's guys that walk around like that, and I'm like, yeah.
I will walk around, and I will tell them all I will be their huckleberry every single day. She's not kidding. Sometimes when we go on vacation, I don't understand. Like, I'll have to look at her like, why are you talking like Colonel Sanders right now? I don't know. I I'm your Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry. It'd be Daisy if you do. Yeah, buddy. That movie was something else, and to walk in that, just to walk in the area, and then I got to actually investigate with Steve Huff, which he's one of the, he's awesome, and we got to investigate where Morgan Earp actually fell and died, and
oh wow,
it was trip. We got some really cool stuff on the SCD-1, and our filming thing got kind of screwed up because we weren't given the locations that we were told we were going to have. It was all a nightmare, but we did the best we could. And with Steve, it was great. And there's going to be like Chip Coffey. Doc Grenwall is this nutcase dude. He's so fun.
Love.
Do you know him? I've never met him. He's been on my show. I've never met him.
We haven't met him either, but we've known him for years. He was actually on Paranormal Paparazzi, and
yes.
I write for the website that Barry Klinge created.
Oh, cool.
Culture. So that's how another thing that I got introduced to when I went on my very first paranormal convention to the Stanley Hotel.
That place is amazing.
Through that, we met Scott. I want to go back for that, but he's a great dad, and I can't wait to investigate with him because he is a hoot and a half.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and just you're never prepared for what that man could pull out of his suitcase, because it could be a tutu, it could be a ukulele, it could be a dress, it could be a Parahorse shirt. You never know, and God knows the song that he might come up with in his crazy head for 5 seconds, and I love the guy. He's so funny. His posts crack me up. Sometimes I go, what the hell? And it's like, I can't even wrap my head around that thought right there. It's going to be amazing. And then we got Randy Kevin going to be there. Come on. We're bringing New Orleans up to Tombstone.
New Orleans in the house.
Yeah, whoop, whoop. And then the Halls, Rhonda and Dwayne, they know everything about Tombstone and everything about the outskirts of Tombstone. And they're like the tour guides around Tombstone. So they're going to show us a lot of stuff that we have no idea about and tell us about things that are true history. And then we got the guys from the Skeptical Edge, which I've never met. So I'm looking forward to meeting those guys. But it's going to be a blast. And now that you ladies are going to be there, I was thinking, damn, I'm the only chick on the freaking roster, okay? I mean, if you want to say, I'm the only female, okay, I'll say that. I'm the only female on the roster except for Miss, Rhonda Hull. And I'm like, well, thank God there's at least one other lady, and now there's going to be a couple more, and that's so cool. I'm happy to hear that.
We will be attending, so we're pretty excited about that. And any chance I can get to squeeze Chip Coffey, I take, so. Yeah.
Oh, well, let me just tell you, Chip and I are pretty good friends, and, like, I toured with him in Texas and stuff like that, and me and him, like, kitty cat all the time, and he is a hoot. And if you think Scott is funny, wait till you get them both together. Oh, Lord, help us all. Our face will be hurting from smiling and laughing so very hard, and it's going to be so much fun, and I bet the spirits are just loving all that energy together.
Oh yeah. And he is just sassy as all hell. He cracks me up.
Oh, girl, you don't even know. That man says all kinds of crazy stuff.
He's got Chip Coffey. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll cut a bitch. That's his favorite. I'll cut a bitch.
Says that. Oh, good gosh.
Well, so let's talk about Hella Moon, because you have a little something y'all do too. Y'all are a little talented on the side making protection jewelry, and I want to know what Florida water is. I mean, I know what holy water is. What is Florida water?
Florida water it's like an energy clearing spray using essential oil. So basically it's a liquid smudge. It's an alternative to using sage with essential oils.
Okay.
So it can be sprayed on you, it can be sprayed in a room, it's just a liquid alternative.
Oh, okay.
We have 2 different kinds too. We have an all-purpose clearing spray, and then we also have our psychic blend, which the oils in that lend themselves to a little bit more